Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Destiny and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and start off with the products list view. And in this one, we're going to be writing a simple view that's going to be listing out all the products that we've got in our database on the homepage. Okay, so you want to see more videos like this, make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing, as it will really mean the world to me. And also, if you want to get the templates, check out the links in the description. They should point you to the right direction to get a template. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is open up our code editor. I'm going to run the server firstly. So I'm going to cd into eCommerce over here. Then I'm going to run python manage.py, make my creations. But instead, I want to open up my code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. And this is it over there. Code dot is going to go ahead and open it up on your default code editor, and mine is Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, it opens it up over here. I'm going to close up this other windows that I've got. Okay, that's good. So now the first thing that I'm going to do is hop over to the views.py. I'm just going to come to the core and I'm going to come over to views.py. And firstly, we're going to be writing a simple filter query here in the index. But before I do that, I want to come over to admin and admin.py. I'm going to copy this line over here and bring it into my views.py just down here. Okay, so this is pretty much importing everything that we've created in the models into the views. Now the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and say product should be equal to products dot, actually I think that's product dot objects the all. So this line over here is pretty much going to go into the database product model over here, and it's going to grab all the products that we've got there. And what are the products that we've got there now? I'm going to run python manage.py run server, so I'll be able to open that up on my browser. So I'm going to say python manage.py run server. So now I'm running the server and it's running on port 8000. So I'm going to come over here and this is it. I'm just going to open up the admin. I'm going to open up the admin and this is what we've got. So what I simply want to do is go ahead and log in. So right now I'm logged in. I'm going to come over to the products. This is it over here, the product. Now hopefully you guys know that this is how our homepage already looks, right? Now what we want to do is we're going to get rid of all those dummy products over here, and we're going to be getting this. We're going to be fetching the products directly from our database over here, and we're going to be displaying them here. So we don't want users to be able to come over to the admin section before they see this. This is just for our own view. This isn't for all the users. We want to actually grab all the products from over here and put them over here. As simple as that. So that's why we wrote this simple line over here in the views. That's going to get products, and it's going to get all the objects in the product model. As simple as that. Now another thing that we could do is go ahead and pass in that products variable, the one that we're getting into the template dictionary. So firstly, I'm going to say products, and over here I'm going to say products, but I'm going to put an S over here. So whatever is it that you call this variable over here, that's what you should pass in here. Then this one is going to be the key. So you could call this one data, or you could call it key, or you could call it bananas. But I want to just be more precise with my naming, so I'm going to call this products just like I called it over here. But take note, if this one over here is bananas, then this one over here is going to be bananas, and everything is still going to work perfectly well. Okay, so now when all this is done, this context over here, you want to pass in this context into this place. As simple as that. Now whatever is it that you called this context, let's say you called it peanuts, then you want to make sure that you are passing peanuts in here. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I think that's what we want to do. Now I'm simply going to copy this key over here, this one, and I'm going to open up the template. It's index.html. This is it over here. Now I want to look for the first product, which is seed of change. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to search for seed of change. That's it. As you can see, I think it's seeds of change. So this is it. Now if you guys are familiar with for loop, then you would know that we don't need all these products over here. We don't need all of them. All we just need is only one div that has the products. Then we're going to go ahead and loop through it to display all other products that we've got in our database. Hopefully that's a little bit clear for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to collapse all these other divs. All those div, take those, they are the divs that are holding all the products. As you can see, end product card, those are the end of each product. Okay, So actually we've got a lot of products over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of almost all of them. I'm just gonna stick with only one. This is the one that I'm gonna stick with over there. Now if we come over here and refresh, what do you think is gonna happen? Now all our products is gonna be gone and we're gonna stick with only one. Okay, what do you notice? Now we've got only one. Now we're gonna run a for loop on this one to display whatever we've got in the database. So before we add anything in the database, I'm going to come over here and I want to add, sorry, before we list out anything in the home page, I want to add a new product in the database. And I'm gonna, the user that's going to be creating this should be Destiny. The category should be food. Let's just say it's bananas. Okay, then I'm going to choose a file for this one, or a picture rather. I'm just going to choose the image of a banana and I'm going to say this is a fresh banana or something. This is a fresh banana. Okay, so now we'll pass that in. I'm gonna pass in the price of the banana. Let's say it's $5. Then let's say it's just $5 like that, and the old price was $25, something like that. And I think that should be it. Let's make this. I'm just gonna pass in review, and I'm gonna leave the featured, and for the updated I'm gonna leave this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come over here and save this. So right now you'd see that we have two products. We have bananas and we have fresh pear. Okay, so that's what we've got. Now over here, if we come over here and refresh, do you think we're gonna have those products? No, we're not gonna have them. And that's because we haven't looked through all the products that we have in our database. Now how do we do that? The first thing that you'd want to do is open up curly brackets, and there's gonna be 2% signs in there, and we want to say for P in products. So for P in products, now this product over here is anything that you passed in here. Let's say what you passed in here was key, then what you're going to say is for P in key. Okay, now this P over here, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it pens, or you can call it presentation, or whatever. Okay, but I want to be more precise with my naming. That's what I'm going to say for P in product, and this product is the one that we're going to have over here. Hopefully you guys understand. Now I'm simply going to come over here and end for. So I'm going to end for. This is the easiest way. This is the way to run for loop in Django template, and it's very easy, as you can see. So if I come over here now and refresh, what do you notice? Now we have two of this, and that's because over here we've got two. Okay, but now what we need to do is go ahead and change up the image, change up this image, change up the title, the blah 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 blah, the percentage, and all that, and all the old price thing. Okay, so let's start doing that. Now I'm gonna be starting off with the image. This is the image over here. I'm gonna put my cursor over here, and I'm also going to put another cursor over there, and I'm gonna hit Shift Alternate right arrow to select that line. I'm gonna get rid of it. So I'm gonna open up double curly brackets, and I'm gonna say v.image.url. Okay, so when we do that, now if you come over here and refresh, let's see, I think nothing is showing up yet. Okay, as you can see, nothing is showing up over here. And okay, this isn't supposed to be v but p rather, that's why I called it. So I'm gonna say p.image.url. so whatever you're passing in here, you remember this p that I passed in here, that's what you're not going to be using to call the image.url. so this image is pretty much this one that we have over here. You see this this image, that's it. So now let's say you want to display the title. If I refresh this now, what do you notice? There is a pear and there is a banana, just like we've got over here. Now let's say we want to display the title. I'd want you to pause the video and try it out yourself. I'm going to give you some hints. All you need to do is use this title over here and try using P and concatenate the title, and you're gonna get the title over here. Okay, so just pause the video and try it out. So hopefully you got that, but if you didn't, that's still cool. All you need to do is just come over here, and we need to get rid of this dummy thing over here, and I'm going to open up two curly brackets, and I'm simply going to say p.title. As simple as that. Now if you refresh, you're going to see that that's gone. Fresh pear and bananas, that's all we've got over there. Now we need to change the snack over here to the category, so I'm going to say p.category.title. Okay, now if you refresh, then you're going to see we should have okay, there is a problem. Make sure you end this off with another curly bracket if you don't want to get a problem. Now I'm going to refresh this. What do you notice? Actually nothing is showing up over there. p.category.title. Now let's come over here to the model, and I'm going to open up the category. This, okay, as you can see, this is what we call the category. oh, maybe you've seen this, but I didn't see it. I didn't catch it earlier. Hopefully you saw that before me. Now I've changed that. If you come over here and refresh, most of the time you'd want to run make migrations and migrate again for it before it starts working. So I'm gonna say python manage.py, and I'm gonna say make migrations. And this should go ahead and change that title for us. Did you rename the product that to that? Yes, I renamed it. And also I'm going to say python manage.py migrate, and they should go ahead and run the migrate. So guys, that's it. Now if we come over here and refresh, what you notice, that's gone. So over here now you can see food, and you can also see food. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over. I'm going to add a new product, but this time around is going to be something else that's not a food. Okay, maybe let's say like I'm just going to choose something like this, and I'm going to say maybe body lotion or something like that. I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna say body lotion. So body lotion. And for the user, I'm gonna put Destiny as the user. For the category, now I want to put a new category, and I don't know what category body lotions fall under. I'm just gonna say cosmetics. Okay, and you need to choose an image for the category. I'm going to be showing you guys how we're going to be displaying the images later, but I'm just going to choose any image for now. Later we're going to go ahead and start putting in the real image for whatever is it that we are choosing. Okay, and this is what we've got here. We've got this, but I think the vendor isn't showing up. Did I miss the vendor or something? I can't seem to pull. I think I missed the vendor. So I'm supposed to add in a vendor, but before that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna save up this product first before I add in a vendor. Now let's say the price of the lotion was a 100 buck, and before it was 200. That's cool. Now I'm just gonna put this one as, let's say, in review, and I'm just gonna go ahead and save this. Okay, but actually I'd want to add up some images to this, so you guys will see how images are gonna be looking later. So if I come over here now and refresh this, what do you notice? We got cosmetic as the category. Now there is something I'd want to do. I'd want the latest product to be the first one over here. And how do we do that? You could just simply do that in the view. You could say dot order by, then we could just say minus ID. Okay, so minus ID minus date, it's all gonna arrange it to the first part. Let's refresh this. Okay, what do you notice? There's it over here. You could use minus ID, you could use minus date. Minus date is going to do the same thing. It's totally up to you what you want to use. So let's keep changing up all this. Now we added a body lotion, we added bananas and fresh pear. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to the index, and I'm going to keep changing up a couple of things again. For example, this next food over here is supposed to be for the vendors, but we ain't got no vendor now. Whenever we add a new product, whenever we're trying to add a new product, as you can see, we don't have the space to choose a new vendor, or the drop downs to choose a new vendor. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate that product status, and I'm going to change this to vendor, and this should go to, actually this is supposed to be a foreign key to something. Okay, so this category, I think that's what I'm going to be using. This one is going to be vendor, and this should be a foreign key to vendor. Okay, now I want to make sure that this is yeah, that should be like that. Now we should run the server again, and hopefully it runs perfectly well this time around. Okay, it's running, but I want to change this to a lowercase v, and yeah, that's working. No could be true, set no. Yeah, that's okay. Now what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to run the make migrations and migrate again. Remember I told you guys that whenever you mess around with the view, you want to run migrate and make migration so that it applies everything to the database. Now we've done that. I'm just going to come over here and refresh this. Now you're going to see that we have a space for vendor. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is just come over here for those ones, and I'm going to add in the vendors. So we've got vendor Nestlify, which is somebody else that I don't know. And for this other one, we want to add vendor, but I'm going to be choosing a new vendor for this other dude over there. I'm going to say this vendor should be I don't know, I'm just going to say desphixs, and I'm going to choose an image for the vendor. There is a lot of things that we got to fill over. I'm just going to choose any image for them. And the owner of the vendor, let's just say the owner of the vendor was somebody else, this dude over here. That's cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and save this vendor, and as you can see, the vendor is Destiny. Okay, actually that vendor is supposed to be Destiny because it's me, not someone else. So yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna save this, and that's pretty much it. I think that should be pretty much what we want to do. Now I want to add a couple of images to this one. As you can see, we ain't got no images for them. Now just choose any image at your will randomly. Hopefully you have all those images that are over here, because I'm sure I've given you all those images, so you don't have to stress yourself to get any image. Now when you've added up all these images, I think that should be it. Now let's add the vendor for the last one over here. That's for the body lotion. Now for the body lotion, I'm just gonna choose Nestlify, and I'm gonna go ahead and save this. So now we need to change by Nest Food. We're gonna put in either the desphixs or the Nestlify, which is the vendor. Okay, so over here I'm just gonna say p.vendor.title. Okay, so p.vendor.title, and I'm gonna refresh this. Now what do you notice? By desphixs, by Nestlify. Simple as that. Now in order to change up the price, what I'm gonna say is I'm just gonna choose this, and I'm gonna say p.price. That's for the first price, and this one is gonna be for the old price. So how do we do that? I'm gonna say p.old. Instead of dash price, it's supposed to be underscore price. So now I think that's gonna be it for this video. As you can see, everything looks great. This is it. This is the new price. This is the old price. And yeah, that's it. This is this one over here. This is this one, and this is the desphixs, bananas, and okay, the hot. We need to change that to the percentage. Okay, now I just want you to scroll to the top and look for the hot section. Okay, this is it over here. Now what we want to say is p.get_percentage. So this get_percentage is pretty much this one that we defined over here. So this is it over here. So whatever you call this, that's what you want to copy and paste over there. Okay, so now when we refresh, what do you notice? This is what we've got. But it's ain't looking good, right? This is how it's looking. Now I just want you to put a float format at the back over there. So just put a float format. Now if you come over here and refresh, let's see. Now what do you notice? 50.2, 40. Now you could even go ahead and say you don't want any decimal place for that, and it's gonna get rid of all the decimal place. What do you notice? That's it. So over here at the front, put percentage, and over here at the back, just put minus. Okay. Now if you refresh this, what do you notice? Minus 50%, minus 19, minus 40%. Okay, and all these are coming dynamically whenever you change this price. So take note, the price for the body lotion is 50%, and that's because the price was 200%. Now we're giving the price was $200, $200, but now we're giving them for $100. Now take note, we cut half of it for them. So as you can see, it's calculated it to be minus 50%. So we removed half of the price for them. So how about we want to change the price for the body lotion? So let's say the old price was about $300, and now if we refresh this, what do you notice? Let's refresh this one more time. What do you notice? Minus 34%. As you can see, it's changed. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, but before I go ahead and cut it off, one more thing that I want to do is this. Right now, if we right now take note of what we have in our database. As you can see, we got featured this product status in review. So those two products are in review, but why is it showing up over here? That doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And by the way, we want to show only featured products on the home page. Over here, that is popular products, but it's only this one that's featured. This isn't featured, and by the way, they are still in review. So why are they showing up? Now that's because we need to make our query even more tight. Over here, instead of the all, I'm gonna leave this for your reference, and I'm just gonna write another one for it. And this time around, I'm not gonna be using bananas, but I'm gonna be using products should be equal to, and I'm gonna say products dot objects dot filter. So the filter is pretty much going to help you write some things in there instead of getting all the products from the database. Now what do we want to filter? We want to filter by featured should be equal to true. So whenever a product is featured, that's when we want to show it over there. Okay, so whenever, if you come over here now, you see that the featured is down for this and this is that. That means if we come over here now and refresh this, what do you notice now? Only one is showing up over here. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna remove this featured equal to true, so you guys would also see something. So we remove that, and I'm going to refresh this one more time. Now we have the 3 products, right? How about we want to filter by the one that the active status is true? Now we need to come over to models. Take note that feature that we wrote equal to true is this one that we have over here. So we copied it and changed this false to true. Okay. Now another thing that we want to check is the product status, which is this one over here. So I'm going to copy the product status. I'm going to come over to the view and I'm going to say product status should be equal to, then in a string, all you need to do is just choose whatever status you want. Now I'm going to look for our product status at the top. There is it over here. I want it to be published. So I'm going to copy published, and in the view, I'm just going to put it over there. Okay, so I want a product to show up only when they are published, and I want a product to show up on the home page only if the featured is equal to true. So okay, take note, there is a time in this project where we're going to be building this shop part. There we're going to be showing all the products, provided they are live product, provided they are not a review, but we don't care if they are featured or if they are popular or if they are whatever. We're going to show all the products that we've got in our database over here, products that are active. Take note of that. Now in the home page, that's where we want to show only featured products. Okay, so that's why you want to put featured equal to true. So with this, now you see that our query is even getting more tighter. Now it removes all this. So if we come over here now and refresh, this is what we've got. How about we want to make the bananas to be in review, sorry, to be published. I'm going to make that to be published, and I'm going to come over here and save it. What do you think is going to happen over here? Do you think we're going to see it? You guessed it right. No, we're not going to see it, and that's because it's not featured. So we need to make sure that it's featured before we're going to be able to see it. Okay, so just choose featured and save this. Now if you come over here now, you should be able to see this over here. So I think that's going to be it for this video. Do make sure to drop a like. Hopefully we've finished what we've got over here. Yeah, I think we finished it up. Do make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing. That's to really mean the world to me. Thank you very much for watching this video. And also, if you want to get a template, check out the links in the description. They should point you to the right direction to get this template. And until the next video, where we're going to go ahead and start creating the category list view. But love, peace out.